say less. I won't just say yes. Need you to do more than say less. I thought you knew that anybody can do that.
You called him out 2.5 years ago, whatever it was, in when he did his South St. Louis thing and all that kind of stuff. And you know, he decided he wanted to break out and he wanted to be a talking head. And now all of a sudden he wants to be a journalist, which you've already said he's not a journalist. He's a talking head, and he's been there and he's been that way. All of a sudden now he goes into this Twitter thing. And what was he expecting? What was he really expecting when he decided he wanted to have a real interview about what he thinks?
Listen, Roderick pointed this out. News is entertainment. So it's a show. It's all performative. I don't know what we do with Elon Musk is a racist, for example. Let's play the clip. This is part 3. Let's play the clip, give you an example of that.
Do you believe that women and minority pilots are inherently less intelligent and less skilled than white male pilots?
No, I'm just saying that we should not lower the standards for them.
But there's no evidence that standards are being lowered when it comes to the airline industry.
You've repeatedly said that there's no evidence that standards are being lowered, and watch the replies showing all the evidence that it is.
Replies, though, on social media or on Twitter are not necessarily fact and evidence.
No,
that's people's opinion.
They will cite all the replies. In the replies to this, you will see how often the information is cited showing that indeed there are significant cases where standards are lowered.
Oh. So he just believes conspiracy theory.
Explain to them what DEI stands for. Not everybody knows.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Basically, It's making sure that that the workforce reflects the population of the country, for women, minorities, for all people, right? But the whole point of that exchange was Boeing took responsibility for that, saying that it was a faulty door, and it was a woman pilot who landed the plane safely. Doesn't that mean she's qualified? Without incident. And
maybe more qualified.
Well, you can see that sexism and misogyny is not rational.
Right. So who didn't know? Apparently, a lot of people that Elon Musk is sexist or racist, racist ideology. I don't know his heart, but he acts out in a racist way. You can ask black people that work there. And the stuff that he allows on there, all of that Nazi bull crap that most sane people would say, even if I believe in free speech, there's, yelling fire in a crowded theater. This actually is that. So let's not allow for the Nazis to be on there. But no, he's okay with it because he's maybe South African. Maybe he's used to this. Maybe it's in his DNA. I don't know. But this is performative. I don't know what we learned. I didn't learn anything, but maybe people who didn't know that Elon Musk was a sexist and had racist ideology, maybe they learned something. And that's good. We want people to learn. So however they get their information.
I guess I'm wondering who's the people that's interested in watching this interview, but also don't know any of this stuff about him. Because I feel like it's if you're interested enough to watch it, then you know something about Elon Musk, and it's a lot of bad PR out there for Elon Musk. I don't know how you are getting shocked at these revelations that people been talking about for months at this point.
I think it's a lot of people because I would have been interested because it was I think that was supposed to kick off a series or a show. And it just didn't go the way he wanted. But as much as I don't like him, I would have tuned in to really see those points being driven home on why I don't care for him. Because for me, it was very generic. Few years, 10 years, whatever. I don't believe nothing he says. I don't believe he's the genius they paint him to be. You know what I mean? People say, "Oh no, he's a world-class engineer," and da da da. I was like, he took over a concept that was already in existence. So I never liked him anyway for my own reasons. So it would have been good to sit there and just watch it just to see, be like, "Oh yeah, that's that. There it is. That's why." Thank you, Don, for pulling that out.
It kind of reminds me though of
you know what I mean?
This reminds me of the fascination with Trump that I believe led to his rise in power, which is that we knew this ideology was dangerous. Yes. We knew that he possessed it. And we wanted to make a spectacle out of it like this, but it's my turn to get my ratings. And every single individual made that choice to the point where it's like he becomes inevitable. It's like, well, yeah, he's clearly legitimized because you, a legitimate person, talk to him about his ridiculousness as if it was not ridiculous. And I feel like this stuff kind of helps. And I'm it's sad to see Don ain't really learned from that, because he was a big proponent of like, yo, this Trump stuff is dangerous. We need to stop platforming this fool. And now Elon is platforming you, and you're platforming him backwards, and then until you took the platform away.
Oh, it'll be out. He said he's gonna put it out on Twitter and on YouTube. So I'm again.
I mean, when I say
whether...
taking the platform away,
this one will live,
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he took his show.
Yeah,
so the other interviews and everything you was planning on that was going to be your platform.
He didn't take the show's still going on. It's still going to be on Twitter. It's still going to be on YouTube. So I'm feeling like a little bit of like, have we been snatched into something?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I saw differently.
How did you see it?
What's still going to happen?
Would you see that? I didn't see. I thought he said you can still stay on Twitter. It's just the me and you thing will not happen anymore.
Right. I'm not paying you anymore, but we don't know what the deal was to begin with, because according to Don, he went out to Vegas. He talked to the advertiser. He might have got a bulk of his money, and he just settled, what was it, $22 million with CNN?
Well, I don't know that he's hurting for money.
25 million. I'm sorry, the 3 million.
It don't seem like he's hurting for money, but he definitely hurting to be seen. Like not being on TV definitely must. He
definitely is hurting to be seen, because he had the fade. He usually doesn't have the fade. He usually has the old civil rights tiny afro, right? And his face was lean.
Oh, it was
his
right.
Face was svelte. It's like he'd been working out. He'd been working out.
Got that O.
Ready.
Yeah,
ready.
Yeah.
He was looking real
got
clean.
That tox.
I want you to say yeah.